It's frustrating to hear, though, that the Super Bowl loss last year and all the talk about it motivating them, than to hear that the energy level wasn't there. What were we waiting for?
Again, I think that part of the energy level issue was Xavier Worthy getting beat, because they had to feel the same thing we did, Gold. When you and I were watching that game, you, Drew, we're all at Kansas City watching that game. And Travis Kelce runs into Xavier Worthy, or Xavier Worthy runs into Travis Kelce, whichever version of the story it is. And he has got a towel over his head, walking back into the locker room. And you're like, are you kidding? Because my immediate thought was exactly what happened the rest of the game. Like, okay, so I got to watch last year's offense again?
Yeah.
Hard to have a revenge tour when you got to get it 3.5 yards at a time. Like, it's hard to feel like you're out for blood if you can't, if it's a crawling, painstaking, because their very first drive, when they finally started getting on the board, it was like 14 plays and a million minutes and took forever. And I'm like, yeah, that looks like last year's team. Last year's team wasn't incapable of having long, sustained drives. Last year's team was actually really good at that. And then Jawan Taylor was struggling and all this other stuff. And it just felt like you were having deja vu to the end of last season, a team that did go to the Super Bowl. That goes back to the whole point where this is why I won't panic. Last year's team that had no wide receivers, that struggled for a huge chunk of it, won 15 games and went to a Super Bowl. Do I think now? I don't know what I would take after 6 games now. Before Rashee Rice, what would I just lock in? I don't think I'd lock in 3-3. That's how I know I'm an optimist. If I said right now, I'll guarantee you 3-3 and then Rice comes back, you take it? Or would you 4-2 I'd take, because obviously they've already lost one of the games. But 3-3, I'd still like, Chiefs can go play their schedule. I'll see how they play against the Ravens. I'll see how they play against the Eagles.
I think the answer to that question depends on how much do you think the defense can come along over the next couple of weeks.